Welcome back to Car Craze. Today, we're diving into the future with something you probably didn't see coming: the return of a true legend. The 2026 Citroën 2CV is here, and it's unlike anything the modern automotive world has seen. A car that once symbolized simplicity, practicality, and French countryside charm is now stepping into the electric age. But is it a gimmick, a tribute, or a bold new chapter? Let's find out. The original 2CV, introduced back in 1948, was designed to get French farmers off horseback and into cars. It was famously simply an air-cooled engine, soft suspension, removable seats, and even a canvas rollback roof. Citroën's mission was clear: make a car that could carry a basket of eggs across a plowed field without breaking a single one. It was functional, rugged, and, in its own quirky way, charming. Fast forward almost 80 years, and Citroën is once again rewriting the rulebook. The 2026 Citroën 2CV is not just a nostalgic nod. It's an all-electric city car designed for a new generation of drivers, so those who care about sustainability, design, and, yes, a touch of retro cool. Let's talk design. The new 2CV keeps the silhouette that made the original so recognizable. The rounded fenders, the tall, arched roofline, and the minimalist body lines are all here. But this time, it's wrapped in modern materials: so lightweight aluminium and recycled composites, with just enough chrome detailing to bridge the gap between vintage and contemporary. The headlights are circular, paying homage to the original, but now they're LED matrix units with adaptive high beams. The grille is, of course, see later. This is an F after all, but it still wears the Citroën chevrons proudly. One of the most exciting aspects is how Citroën has retained the rollback canvas roof. It now uses solar-treated fabric that can help regulate cabin temperature and even harvest a small amount of solar energy. It's not going to power the drivetrain, but it will charge auxiliary systems: think cabin lights, fans, and infotainment. Inside, the cabin is minimalist but smart. Just like the original, everything feels intentionally simply but not cheap. There's a large center-mounted display running Citroën's latest infotainment system, with support for wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The dashboard is symmetrical and modular, meaning it can be easily customized or upgraded. Instead of leather, Citroën uses vegan, recycled textiles. The floor mats, made from recycled ocean plastics. Every detail is carefully thought out to reflect the environmental mission of the car. Now let's get to performance. The 2026 2CV comes with a front-mounted electric motor producing 95 horsepower and 180 pounds-feet of torque. That might not sound like a lot in today's world of 400 horsepower crossovers, but remember, this car weighs under 2,000 pounds. Thanks to lightweight materials and clever engineering, it scoots from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 9 seconds. Quick enough for the city, and peppy enough to have fun on back roads. Top speed is limited to 93 miles per hour, but again, this isn't a highway cruiser. It's a commuter, a statement, and a lifestyle. The lithium iron phosphate battery pack offers about 180 miles of real-world range, ideal for urban living. Fast charging up to 75 kilowatts means you can go from 10 to 80% in just under 30 minutes, using standard CCS charging infrastructure. There's also a smaller battery version with about 120 miles of range, aimed at urban drivers who want the cheapest, simplest 2CV experience possible. Handling-wise, the 2CV embraces the philosophy of comfort over cornering. The Hydron pneumatic suspension from Citroën's past hasn't made a comeback, but a new adaptive soft damping system has. It irons out speed bumps, potholes, and rough roads better than most cars twice its price. Steering is light, visibility is excellent, and turning radius is tighter, perfect for European alleys or tight city streets in North America. Citroën has also integrated some clever safety and driver assistance tech. Every model comes standard with automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross traffic alert. There's also an optional level 2 semi-autonomous driving mode, using radar and cameras to allow hands-free driving on highways in supported regions. And let's not forget customization as something that defined the original 2CV. Citroën brings that spirit back with over 20 body color options, 8 different roof canvas colors, and modular trim kits that let you change the look of your car without a full repaint. There are even retro-inspired wheel covers and decals that mimic the original 2CV Special and Charleston editions. Pricing starts around $18,000 in Europe, or about $20,000 in the US if Citroën follows through on its hinted North American return. That makes it one of the most affordable Fs on the market. It's aimed at younger buyers, city dwellers, and eco-conscious drivers looking for something that stands out in a sea of sameness. And you know what? It really does. So, who is the 2026 Citroën 2CV for? It's not for everyone. If you want blazing speed, massive range, or a tech-laden spaceship of a car, this isn't it. But if you want character, sustainability, and clever simplicity in a package that makes people smile, then this might just be the most interesting F of the decade. In a world where cars are increasingly becoming indistinguishable from each other, the 2CV dares to be different. It's the rare electric car that doesn't try to wow you with spec, so it wins you over with charm. The same way the original won the hearts of millions from the 1940s to the A90s, the new one is already capturing imaginations for an entirely new reason. Of course, there are questions. Will it hold up to daily use? Will people embrace its minimalist interior and smaller size in an SUV-obsessed market? Will Citroën expand beyond Europe to truly make this a global icon again? Only time will tell. But if there's one thing we know, it's that Citroën is not afraid to take risks. The 2CV was a risk back then, and it paid off big. The 2026 reboot is a bold move in a crowded F-space era, but one that might just spark a new wave of small, affordable, charming electric cars. And let's be honest, driving shouldn't always be about speed or status. Sometimes it's about fun. It's about connection. It's about hopping into a car that makes you smile before you've even turned it on. The 2026 Citroën 2CV does that. It reminds us that the future of cars doesn't have to be sterile or soulless, so it can be joyful, thoughtful, and even a little bit quirky. So whether you're a die-hard Citroën fan, a nostalgic 2CV lover, or just someone who's tired of dull Fs, this little French rebel might be exactly what you're looking for. The 2CV is back. And just like the original, it's here to challenge expectations quietly, cleverly, and completely on its own terms. Thanks for riding along with us on today's episode. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Citroën 2CV, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more unique automotive stories, and drop a comment below. Would you drive this modern 2CV? Or is it too retro for your taste? Let us know what car you'd like us to review next. Until next time, keep your wheels spinning and your heart racing, only here on Car Craze.